Good day all, welcome back to Cruisin Classics YouTube channel. Today we've got something a little unusual for you, at least for us. A 1977 Porsche 911 Targa. I gotta be honest, I actually had a picture of this very car on my bedroom wall when I was a kid back in the early 1980s. These were legendary cars. And this one is affordable because it could use a couple of things done to it. Now, keeping that in mind, just 4 years ago in 2021, the folks who brought this car to us spent $18,000 on mechanical upgrades to this car and service work to get it running and running well. And it does run, drive fantastically, handles great out on the street, but it does have primarily some cosmetic things that need to be fixed. First of all, the paint. It looks like it's a respray in Guards Red or India Red, which is its original color, but the paint has fading in areas. You'll see up here how it's really dull on the front bumper area. So is that black strip there, kind of dull. Got fog lights down underneath. Those are unfortunately inoperative. As you come around to the side, you'll see it's got the cool gas fill up here on the fender. Body color side mirrors, black door handles, black rocker trim. It does have Fuchs wheels, which is really cool, but I would say that they are in fair condition when you look at them. This one's not as bad as some of the other ones. They probably could be refinished as opposed to being replaced. The Michelin tires that are on here have lots of tread, but they also have, you can see right here, cracking on the sides. They are old and probably could stand to be replaced. Key feature of the car right here, the Targa top. These tops are not solid one-piece deals like a C4 Corvette would be. When you pull it out, you can actually fold it down until it's about half of its size, so it fits in the front trunk, which is really a cool feature. So it's not one hard panel, it's a panel that's rigid, but it does fold up. You can see we've got a black Targa band that goes over the, or a halo if you will, goes over the top of the car. Nice curved rear glass, accented by a silver strip at the bottom. I'll show you these wheels here on the back. They're a better example of why they need to be fixed. You can see here that they've seen better days. But they're still here and they could be refinished probably a lot more cheaply than buying some new ones. Now in the back, one of my favorite features about this car, it's got a whale tail. It shouldn't have a whale tail because it's just a 911 Targa. It's not a Carrera, it's not an SC, it's not a turbo. But at one point, somebody who owned it bought one of the whale tail deck lids and put it on here, and I gotta say, it looks fantastic on the car. Back in the back, you can see nice wraparound tail lights, Porsche badging. Now up underneath here, you can see there is some red tape, and I don't know what's hiding underneath that tape. We did not try and peel it off. But again, the car does need painted. There's just no doubt about it. You can see here, here's a fine example of some paint flaws on it. Now from 10 feet away, it's a shiny red Porsche. If it drove by you doing 5 miles an hour, you go, wow, what a cool Porsche. But if you get up on it and really examine the paint, it has a bunch of flaws to it. Now, one thing we didn't find when we were looking at all the paint issues on the car is rust. These cars are known to rust, and we did not find any examples of rust on the car. Here's another example of a paint flaw right beneath the passenger side door handle. You can see we do have door edge guards, which is a nice touch. As we move up to the front, show you a little more paint issues here. Got some cracking going on there. Another one, yeah, right there. It's just little stuff. Again, if you stand back a couple of feet, like to about right here, just looks like a great looking red Porsche. You could drive this car, drive the wheels off of it the way that it's set up right now. If you don't worry about the paint, if it doesn't bother you, you're gonna have so much fun with this car straight out of the gate without doing anything to it. You can just hop in it, turn the key, and go. But it gives you some things to do over time as you get further into your ownership of the vehicle. We're gonna pause briefly. I'm gonna get in the back, open up the rear deck lid. We're gonna check out the engine, then hop inside and talk about the interior. And we are back looking at the engine compartment of the 1977 Porsche 911 Targa. And not the usual type of engine compartment we're used to looking at here at Cruisin Classics. This is an air-cooled, fuel-injected 2.7 liter flat six. And for those who know Porsches, you know what you're looking at. For us, a little bit of a different game. Looks kind of Volkswagen-y, but kind of Porsche-y too. Again, $18,000 worth of work done to this engine. The engine was out. The transmission was out. They were separated. The flywheel was resurfaced. There was so much done. If you click on the link below this video, go to our website description for the car, you'll see all the finer details of what was done in that service that happened 4 years ago to get this car back on the road. The shop that did it is located in over in Indiana, and we do have the receipts, and I'll be happy to send you a copy of them so you can take a look too and see what all's been done. This flat six has made it up to a 5-speed manual transmission, single exhaust. Sounds good, runs good. Now I'm going to show you two things at once. The coolest Porsche interior I think I've ever seen, and it's damaged. I know, it's heartbreaking, isn't it? But all in all, it's pretty good. This is a tartan plaid, and specifically McLaughlin tartan plaid. That's the red and blue version. I think there were 3 different versions this year that were available on these cars, and this is the McLaughlin. This is your door lock. As you can see, this toggle operates your driver's side mirror. You've got a speaker, a crank window, and on the armrest, these lift up and have a storage box underneath. But on this one, it appears to me that it's missing a screw right there. So it's not holding in place. It's not falling off by any stretch, but it would need to be put back on. Over here in the door jamb, this is your pull for the rear deck lid that we were just into. Now, if you look at the seats themselves, they're actually in very good condition. Look at the bolster here. The bolster looks nice. It's the base of the seat that's the problem. There is a spot up here, high on the back also. And in the rear, the base of both those rear seats also needs to be replaced. And that is not as bad as doing a whole seat. Trust me on that. If you were to replace the tartan fabric on these seats, this car would look absolutely stunning inside. Just stunning. I mean, what a cool look. You stand back and check it out. For right now, perfectly drivable. It doesn't affect the ability of the car to scoot down the road nice and quick. And you can put a seat cover over it if you don't like the look. And as a driver, you're not going to have to look at it anyhow because you're going to be sitting on it. You can see nice black carpet on the floors, black carpeted Porsche floor mats. Carpet's nice and soft. In between the front buckets, these are your defrost heater poles right here. There and there, one for each side. Your e-brake and the shifter for the 5-speed automatic or 5-speed manual transmission. And it does shift nice and easy. See up here on the dash, there is something, somebody had stuck to it at one point. But no holes in the dash, no cracks in the dash, no major warps or anything in the dash, just that one spot where it looks like somebody had stuck something to it. Could have been a radar detector, who knows. Looking straight ahead, a leather-wrapped 3-spoke Porsche steering wheel with its working horn, really high-sounding horn. It is a fixed column, so the steering wheel doesn't move. You've got a turn signal lever on the left, and on the right, you've got one for your wipers. And the wipers do work. I'll demonstrate that for you in a few minutes. Looking up at the dash, the only gauge that doesn't seem to really work here is this oil gauge. Tank works, that's your gas, temperature, oil pressure, all work. Your tachometer, you can see it's an 8K tack with about a 6500 red line. You can really rev this one out. Tack works as it should. The speedometer and odometer do not work. So I would assume that that 49,957 miles is inaccurate. That's on the odometer currently. And lastly, you have a clock, and like most old clocks in cars, it doesn't work. Here's your controls for your heat and for your fan. It's a non-air conditioned car, but these controls do work as they should, and they do put out some heat. Over to the right, a no brand AM FM cassette stereo. It works. Places speakers on the doors. Doesn't sound half bad. And over to the right, in the glove box, is the original owner's manual portfolio, which is really a cool thing to have. And you can see it even has the original warranty card with it here. Just a nice little extra in a cool little car. Like I said, I've always wanted one of these since I was a kid. I'd love to go tearing around in this for the day. It'd just be a ton of fun. Well, now we've reached the point, which is my favorite point in every video, where we get the key out and start this car up. Confusing for us. The key goes in over on this side of the dash. And I'll push in the clutch, not touch the gas. It is fuel injected. Fires right up. Make sure we're out of gear here. I'll turn on the lights. That's this pole right here. You can see our dash lights come on when you do it. You see that our gas tank reads that we've got gas in it now. Temperature's nice and low. It was a cold start. Keep a look at the oil pressure here. You'll see it go up when I press the accelerator, along with that tachometer. You can really rev this car out. Let me show you how the fan works. Oh, you can hear it coming out through a defrost vent up top. They are a little confusing at first, but you do have the owner's manual to explain how these work. They're a little bit different than what you find in a standard modern car. Over here, we don't know if the cassette player works, but the radio sure does. Here you've got a rear defroster. Let's pull it out, and I'm assuming it works since it does light up. This is the switch that should work your fog lights, and it doesn't. I don't know whether it's in the switch or in the fog lights or a fuse, but it's something. And then over here is a cigarette lighter. There's an ashtray kind of tucked down here, center dash. Courtesy light does work on it. I'll go ahead and shut those lights off. Over here is the switch that opens up the gas cap fill. You can see how that popped up right away for me. And under the dash right here, that's for our front trunk. And let's go out and give a look at that front trunk. Our gas fill. And now we've got the front trunk able to open. See, I just wasn't opening it the right way. Inside, nice, clean, carpeted, just as it should look. Struts hold it open nicely. And if we lift the carpet up front here, you'll see we've got a mini spare. And this is the original toolkit. Very cool, very nice to still have that after all these years. And there's a jack mounted up against the front wall there for changing your tire out. Nice little extras to be had. And a great presentation here in this front trunk. It looks very, very nice. Let's go give a listen around back. Sounds like it's ready to go play. Folks, if you've got any questions about this 1977 Porsche 911 Targa, give us a call. Here at Cruisin Classics in Columbus, Ohio, our number is 614-276-7355. We're happy to answer any questions you have about this car. We can get you transport quotes to get it delivered from our garage to yours in an enclosed carrier, and we can help you out with finding a company that'll finance an older vehicle like this. Again, Cruisin Classics, 614-276-7355 in Columbus, Ohio, with this 77 Porsche 911 Targa. You drive it as it is today, fix it up over time. It's sure affordable for one of these cars. Folks, we appreciate you joining us today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Ring that bell too. We'll be back again tomorrow with something else cool.